Hey, what's up, everyone? Back with another gratitude shout out to kick off this week. And I'm gonna go back 6 months. This was fairly recent. So about a little over 6 months ago, one of my former students who came through my course last summer passed away from suicide. And that was rough. That was rough. It was like, man, I just saw her and now she's gone. So, I was having a tough time with it, so I went on a public Air Force Facebook page and I just put a message out there, just showing support, love for anyone who's having a tough time. Hey, don't, reach out, and I said, hey, just hit me up. I'll pick up the phone and call you, whatever. Anyway, got a bunch of likes, got a bunch of heart, got a bunch of emojis, people showing their support. But usually you say stuff like that, people will support it, but they don't reach out to you. Well, I got a message at 1 o'clock in the morning from a very young person, and she was like, oh man, sir, that message just really spoke to me. You don't know what kind of things have been going through my mind lately. And I didn't get the message until the next day, and when I saw it, I was like, oh, so let me reach out, and I shot her a message. And so we began to talk back and forth. A very young lady, she was only 21 years old. And we got to talking, and I got her to start trying to open up a little bit, share a little bit about herself. And she shared her backstory. I shared my story and my current position, and let her know that I was a first sergeant. And she pumped the brakes hard. She was like, "Skirt! Oh, you a first sergeant? Nah, I'm good. I'm good." And I'm like, hold on, what's up with that? So this young lady did not trust first sergeants. That's one strike against me. And she did not trust men. Well, I'm both. So it was tough in the beginning, but I continued to just, hey, we'll go at your speed. Whatever you're comfortable with talking about, we'll talk about it. You reached out to me for a reason, so I'm just here as a support. I got your back. So slowly but surely, she began to open up a little bit more and a little bit more. It took a while, but she began to open up. It took 3 months before I even knew what she looked like. She would not show her face. It took me 3 months just to see her face. And one day I was like, what made you finally open up? And she was like, well, I didn't feel like I was speaking to a senior master sergeant, first sergeant. I just felt like I was talking to a person. And that feedback meant a lot to me. It shouldn't matter what your position is, what your rank is, how much money you make, whatever your status is in the world. It should not matter when you're trying to help someone or when someone is in need of help. So I told this young lady, look, you have helped me more or as much as I've helped you. I'm getting as much out of this relationship as you are. She's young, so she's giving me that young perspective. She's keeping me relevant, so as I'm a leader out here talking to younger people, I've got that young person's perspective because she's in that generation. So she's helped me with that. At one point, I was talking to her almost every day, more than I was talking to my older kids. So I'm like, hold on, I got to talk to my kids more. So I started frequently hitting my older kids more often, even though we communicate often, but I started calling them more often, So she helped me become a better leader. She's helped me become a better father, and I've helped support her and her goals as well. So she had some unfortunate things happen to her in her career. She decided to transition out of the Air Force, and I've been there along the journey with her and just helping her, supporting her, trying to show her some tips and tools to get employed. And I've seen her get out and get hired in her first job, which she just started last week. So I'm just grateful for that relationship. We're basically family now. We're basically family, and we've still never met in person. Never met in person, but we're family, and one of these days I'll get her down here to meet the family, or we'll see her. But be approachable. Build relationships. You can be the difference in somebody's life. You can help somebody come out of a dark place. Just be willing to listen. Somebody needs you. Somebody needs your experiences and your stories. Somebody needs you to listen to their experiences and their stories just to help them get out of that situation or provide some guidance and leadership when they're in that dark place. So somebody needs your support. Somebody needs your encouragement. And I'm grateful for Cricket. I'm going to call her Cricket. I won't say her name publicly because she's a very private person, but I'm grateful for Cricket and the relationship that we've developed over these past 6 months. You've taught me as much about myself as I've been able to help you. So I want to give a gratitude shout out to Cricket and just encourage you all to continue to work on building relationships. If you want to be a real leader, you want to be a real impactful person, work on those relationships and continue to show your love, show your support, share your stories, and have an open ear to listen and support people. Y'all have a great week. Thank you.